What's up, everyone? Scott Winteroth here again, and I haven't done one of these in a while because life got crazy. What can I say? I want to talk about my bariatric journey. This is video number 5 in my bariatric series, and I took a little bit of a break. I got really hot and heavy with doing these videos in like May, June, July, and the beginning of summer, and then I fell off the wagon a little bit. A couple reasons why. It doesn't really matter, but one, I didn't really have any subscribers yet, so I was like creating videos for nobody. But it wasn't that fun, to be honest with you. And now that there's so many of you who are following and providing some great positive comments on these videos, I have been much more willing to create content. So thank you. I appreciate that. The second thing is that I had an injury many years ago. I hurt my back working out, and it's been fine over the years. It bothers me now and then, but I think I was maybe doing some squats a little bit too heavy, and I think I not re-injured it, but brought it back. So I decided that I needed to take a little bit of a break. Unfortunately, I think the break has been a little longer than I wanted to be. I'd like to get back to the gym. In fact, I'm trying to make plans and encourage myself to get back to the gym this week. But also, I'm like at or below my goal weight. It's been over a year since I had my surgery. I had my surgery on August 12th of 2022, and it's now November 12th of 2023. So it's well over a year. And I am like at my goal weight and below. I'm at 202 this morning, which is like beautiful. I actually don't think I've ever been this thin before as an adult. Maybe I was close in high school, but I don't even think I was this thin. I'm in like a medium large right now. And the good news is I can fit into anything I want, which is really fun. The bad news is like some of the stuff that I bought even last fall doesn't fit anymore. Like I had this coat that I bought, which I really loved, and literally trying to sell it on eBay because it's way too big on me now. And I just need to move on. Good news, but also bad news in that front. Other sort of issues, like not really any issues other than hurting myself and trying to get back into it. But I have been also like trying to just be more active in general. You may have seen some of my lifestyle blogs that I've done. I'm doing a lot of hikes and walking. And I think that being more active is something that's actually getting me away from the computer, which is both good and bad. It's good that I'm being active, but it's bad because I'm not being able to edit, create content. And I'm putting in a lot of time into work stuff and not so much on my stuff. So sometimes that happens. But either way, it's all for the positive, and I'm just trying to find a balance between being active and working out and being healthy, and then also being a creator, being a producer, and that kind of stuff online and screen time. I literally don't like sitting in front of the computer as much as I used to. Obviously, when you're overweight, sitting isn't a problem, but right now it's like I want to put on my shoes and I want to go be active. So I'm trying to figure out, can I do these vlogs while I'm walking? Probably yes. So I'm thinking that might be an option as well. On the front, I talked about working out. When I go to the gym, it's great. I can run. I can do things that I haven't been able to do in years or have been never been able to do. So that's all good. I think eating, I'm well over a year into this now. So I'm at the point where I can basically eat anything I want. And I think that's really where the struggle comes in, because that's one of the reasons why I was overweight, is because I like to binge or indulge. So I'm really trying to avoid certain foods. I'm always avoiding sugars, not something I can eat. That still will make me sick. But I do know, I think that you can build your tolerance to sugar. So I don't want to do that either. The other thing is that, like, what you put in your body is what powers what's the energy and lifeblood of your system. So if you put junk in, you're going to get junk out. And I also want to be the most productive and most positive person I can be. I'm also trying to feed myself with really good proteins and really good dietary fiber and stuff like that, just because I want to be healthy and I want to make sure that I'm on the top of my game. That is something that's different than the mindset maybe I had 10 years ago, right? Things change. I do think that I went to Wendy's last night and they have a new grilled chicken wrap, and I'm able to eat the whole thing at this point. I don't have any fries or anything like that, but we're eating out a little bit more than I was. So this is just stuff I have to be cognizant of and realize that I'm not going to gain 100 pounds back by eating a grilled chicken sandwich, but at the same time, I need to not put several bad meals together. One of my mentors who has passed on from the TOPS group would always say, don't put two bad meals or don't put two bad days together. If you have a slip up or you overeat or you eat the wrong thing, just try to maintain it, try to keep it as a one-time thing and then move on. And I think that's a good thing to share with everyone here. There is a lot of things that I need to start doing again. Like, some of the stuff is so easy to say, do as I say, but it's really hard to do yourself. Like, I was tracking my calorie intake and then I stopped tracking. I went back to tracking again. I think that tracking what happens is, like, I eat pretty consistently, like, I'll have basically the same things to eat every day for a week, and I know Heather, my wife, cannot do that. I love her, but she doesn't like being consistent like that. She likes to eat different things. I can eat the same meal plan for, like, weeks on end, it doesn't bother me. When I track for a little bit, but I'm eating the same thing, it's boring to track because you're literally eating it, so you just copy and paste it over, but eventually, you fall off track. That's something that I should maintain doing is tracking, but also changing up my meal plans, maybe not being super consistent to the point where I get, like, tired of it, but I know, like, we were really into the Giovanni, like, zero sugar for a little bit, and then I got tired of that. We went to Sam's Club and we were buying it in bulk. I got a little tired of that. Then I always say it wrong. I think it's Okios, but the Okios Triple Zero or the Okios Pro I like. But again, you can only have so much yogurt and then just get tired of it. I'm working on finding new foods that are both healthy and also are good for my diet. I might have a yogurt in the afternoon too. It's really more of a snack. I know for a little bit I was eating it for breakfast with a couple hard boiled eggs, and that's when I was really losing weight. That was working because I was working out and eating really small portions, and I lost 20 or 30 pounds that way to get to my sort of true goal weight. But I'm at the point now where I don't want to necessarily eat that. I don't want to lose weight that quick anymore, if that makes any sense. In fact, I like to maintain some of the weight that I have because I like to keep some of my muscle. I have a whole wardrobe of clothes right now. I don't want to lose weight to the point where I'm going to have to buy even more clothes, but I'm really happy with the size I'm at. Could I lose up a little bit of weight on my belly? Sure. But also, I'm at the point where I'm completely happy and fine with how I look and how I feel. So to me, it's more about actually gaining some muscle, shaping a little bit more, and eating enough calories so I can do that and not like necessarily lose anything really quickly. I also found out too that, and this is maybe more vain than anything, but like when I was losing weight really quickly over the summer through that little like workout stint that I was doing, like I was losing a lot of weight in my neck, and I was getting a little bit of that, like they call it the gobble chin. And I was like, okay, I want to lose weight slower at this point. I don't want to lose weight that quick because I don't want to have tons of sagging skin. And I don't necessarily want to go do plastic surgery because one, it's a surgery, and two, it's expensive. It's out of pocket for the most part. And three, I'm at the point now where I'm not necessarily I don't care what I look like underneath my clothes per se. Would it be nice? Sure. Would I be more confident? Sure. But I'm also not. It's just Heather, and I don't necessarily care. Not too many people are looking at me under my clothes anymore, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that's just some stuff. I think that what's nice about this stage of the game is that going to the grocery store and going to a restaurant there's a lot more options. I do eat some carbs. I know for a long time I was like no carbs, but now having carbs is important. It's also important for your digestive system. So I do incorporate carbs. I do try to incorporate as much roughage as possible. I definitely could probably eat more roughage, but roughage and carbs and a well-balanced meal is really what I am focused on. Just smaller portions, really. That's it. And the cool thing about this surgery is that it's a tool. So it's going to stop me if I try to overeat, no matter what. So that's good. That's something that I always keep in mind as I'm eating. I know with Thanksgiving, like literally right around the bend, like that's something that I obviously will focus on turkey. I'm going to focus on protein, like, and that kind of thing. Maybe a little carbs on the side. You can have a little bit of everything, but eating the protein first and then filling up on high quality foods and then focusing on stuff that's more for fun or for taste, right? So that's where that's at. I hope you saw my bariatric shopping at Sam's Club. I think that's a really great way for me to meal plan. I know a lot of things I buy there is basically what I eat: chicken, cottage cheese, eggs, anything protein. I don't usually buy eggs at Sam's because they're actually usually cheaper elsewhere. Stuff like that is really easy to buy. I love the Olay high fiber tortilla shells. Again, that's a great replacement for bread or for anything that has sugar in it. And I like that more than anything. I also buy a lot of cheese there. Frequently, I'll make the high fiber tortillas, like a quesadilla or a chicken quesadilla at home. And to me, it's just a really easy, quick meal that I can eat, and I can eat that, feel full, and not really gain any weight. So I think that's a really good opportunity. And it's something I like to eat. That's definitely something I want to keep in my life. And finally, clothes shopping. Clothes shopping has been fun. I've been able to try on different clothes that I've always wanted to get into. I look great in a lot of different things. Of course, I'm not every piece of clothes you put on, you're going to look amazing in, but I feel great. I bought some new suits. I could lose a little weight for them. So if I lost 3 pounds, that would be good for my suits kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it's been great. And I'm really happy with everything I did. I think some of the best things that have happened over the year, 4 months, has been just really improved health conditions. Like I no longer use my CPAP machine. I have a ton more energy and I don't have the afternoon dips and stuff like that like I had when I was overweight. I also think that this is natural, but I have so much more self-confidence and I have so much more just feeling general happy about myself that I feel like no matter what, this was worth it. I do have to say that I was looking at before and after photos to create this video and I got really sad. I almost had to stop for a little bit because I was at the point where I was so upset with myself and of how I looked that I can't believe that I let myself get that big, if you will. So I know it's tough and it's something that even now I still struggle with identity and self-confidence with that. But the good news is that everything has been so positive and by losing weight, I've had new confidence and I've even had career change, right? Or a job change. A lot of people who know me now did not know me then. So I have don't really have any judgment there, if you will. It's good. I think there's a lot of emotion that's tied to losing weight, whether you're gaining or losing. I think it's important to understand that and really feel how you can cope with that as you continue and progress with your journey. Now it's just a matter of maintaining and focusing on creating content to update with you to keep you motivated so I keep myself motivated to keep this going. Maintenance is huge, maintenance is hard, and maintenance is something that I think we all struggle with at some point, wherever you're at in your journey. So if you want to help me maintain by following, that's great. Follow this channel. We'll work together. We'll make sure that we maintain our weight. We'll grow and live the best life we could possibly live while not over indulging in anything in particular. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it and I hope to see you again soon on my vlog. Be sure to like and subscribe and see you later. Bye now.